Hi, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Baz. This is at Sharpen, and today I'm going to sharpen, I'm going to repair a beautiful old Wusthof Trident that has seen better days. It's a little bit chipped. I'll bring it up close in a minute. I'm going to take it over to the sanding machine over there, the Linisher. Start off with 60 grit, finish off with 120. Work the heel a little bit and then bring it over here, sharpen it and test it. So if you're into that, hang around. So here is the poor old thing. Broken tip, chips, wavy bits, more broken bits, and it's been on the sander by a previous sharpener and really took all the beautiful finish off it. Unnecessary. Why is it coming up here? But it is what it is. I'm going to do the best I can. So over to the sharpener I go. Okay, that's much better. I had to do a little, I was coming up on the tip anyway, so normally I don't come from the edge up to the spine, but in this case it worked, and I did a little bit of spine work there as well, which I'm going to smooth out. And the heel and bolster seem to have come up okay. I'll finish those up on the Scotch-Brite wheel, see if I can get that looking a bit nicer. Not bad. A little bit shinier. And nice matte finish on the heel. Now the spine, I might leave it like that actually, because it matches the rest of it instead of making it super shiny. I could make it super shiny, but I've got a million knives to do today, so I'm not sure that that's going to help. So yeah, a little bit of dent still remaining, but I think I can sharpen that out. Where is it? Where did I see it? You can see it here. Hopefully the bevel will take care of that. And nice shape to start with. So clamp it in. Set the bevel to 32. That's 16 degrees per side, for those who are curious. Give it a touch of 80. I've rounded off the corners of my wheel because I'm working with a bolster, so that brings it in nice and neat without carving it in. Sometimes when you face the wheel, the edges are very sharp and they'll just cut a line. It doesn't look very nice. Now, if you're not used to my method, I started going tip first. I think I'm the only one to do that online. Others are starting to use the method now because it works. It controls the tip much better. It controls the heel much better. Tip it in. And finish with just a slight pause to make sure that that back of the edge gets its fair treatment. I'll have a nice burr. So I'll finish off on the 320 grit. Now, if you're new to the channel, you'll be wondering what this is. This is a diamond plate. I get them off eBay Australia. And the 320 reduces the wheel down to about 1000 grit, and the 80 reduces the wheel down to about 250. So that way this turns into a multi-grit wheel. The SG wheel is the most fantastic sharpening invention that I can think of. I do all my sharpening on it. And as you can see behind me, I've gone through quite a few. This is my 10th wheel. I get about 400 to 500 knives out of a wheel. So, you know I'm a fan. Okay, beautiful little burr on there. I think that's done. Now those dents didn't quite come out totally, but I'll show you the difference. Right, see those beautiful tips? You can see there it's slightly dented, and therefore it affects the size of the bevel, because this is a fixed guide system. Beautiful tips, nice even bevel, slight little dent causing a variation in the bevel, but not worth going all the way down to remove that dent, because you'd go too far into the thick. And that is ready for honing and stropping. Onto the honing machine. Oh, I'm sitting down because I'm old and broken. Always apply fresh compound. I use the chrome oxide. It's about 8,000 grit apparently. There are varying opinions on that. So I feel for the burr, and I always sharpen, I always hone the back of the burr first, in order to weaken the burr by polishing the back of the burr where it attaches to the knife. And that way, when I hone on the burr side, it just falls off very easily. This was proven by Dr. Vadim from Knife Grinders Australia. You can go and look for that video. Now, being a Wusthof Trident knife, the steel is exceptional quality, which means the burr should come off pretty easily. The better the steel, the easier the burr comes off, I've found. I can't explain that, but it might have something to do with the grain structure. I tested on my fingernail very lightly, and it should glide like glass. A few little catches there. We're done. Wipe off the excess chrome oxide, because I don't want it to contaminate my beautiful kangaroo tail strop, which needs to remain in its raw original state. No compound required on the kangaroo tail because it has its own abrasives, and the leather is so strong that it catches the burr and rips it out. So take it off the jig. Well, first we'll test and see what the state of it is. So this is the before. Not bad. A little bit noisy, but perfectly good. However, for longevity, I like to get all that extra little micro burr, or the root of the burr, the wire edge, out of the tail. Now, out of the knife using the tail. So I've got two sides to the tail. I've got the rough side, which has all the ridges on it. And then I have the suede side, which is very smooth. And sometimes the suede side is strong enough to tear the burr out, or the remaining burr. I'll turn this a bit so you can see it. And the reason I'm doing it like this and not sweeping across is because, if you think about it, when I do it like this, this back bit, well, the bit that I'm working on, gets the full length of the tail, right? So it gets lots of messages coming in. So it gets a lot of time on the strop. Whereas, if I was to go like this, look what's happened here. It got a few centimeters, and then it's off, right? So you watch again, and now it's off. That bit is off now, and so I'm working on here, and each bit only gets a little tiny bit. I mean, it's okay to finish like that, but to make sure that you're getting it all full broad strokes the entire length for each section. Well, it's not perfect, but I just think that the more time it spends on the strop, the better. Alright, just a few. And if this doesn't work, then I'll go over to the rough side and really rip out that wire edge, but I've got a feeling that this is going to be fine. Nice entry. Beautiful exit. How about that? Nice entry. Beautiful exit. How about that? So that's how I repair beautiful old Wusthof Trident. Hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you in the next video. Thumbs up, hit the like button if you enjoyed that, and subscribe if you want more.